So, a new year means a new COD. Black Ops Cold War has finally hit our screens with an action-packed multiplayer, explosive zombies, and well-crafted but insane campaign. However, this year's COD has been a bit bumpy, with unexpected bugs in levelling up, constant crashes on PC, and an underwhelming amount of content.
Wow.
Now, trust me when I say this, but I'm loving the game so far, and fully expect it to become something great, with seasonal content updates, patches, and more coming down the line. But there are a few things I wanted to get off my chest. Those are complaints about TTK and SBMM. I'm going to start with TTK as it's a shorter topic. I've been seeing a lot of people complaining that Cold War has a higher TTK than Modern Warfare, and this is both from the fanbase and content creators. I understand where they're coming from. We've had Modern Warfare for a few years now, and people are used to that gameplay. But hear me out. Black Ops, the franchise, has always been different. Treyarch has always made a different game. Black Ops 1, 2, 3 and 4 have always had a higher TTK, with 4 being the highest. I don't see the issue with having a higher TTK, to be honest. It gives players time to react and get to cover, turn around, or even do a 360 no-scope. What a noob. I think it's just going to take time for fans and content creators to adjust. And if they don't, there's always the game modes of hardcore, or they can go back to Modern Warfare. At the time of writing this, I didn't realise they actually did. Now, time for some SBMM. This has been hitting the rounds of YouTube, Twitter and Reddit for weeks, with people complaining and complaining that it shouldn't be in the game. I've seen people make videos complaining for 10 minutes straight how bad it is, and that's where we see the first issue. Well, I say issue, it's more of a problem. As much as I've seen content creators complaining, I don't see the average gamer say much. I might see the odd comment or two on a Reddit post or YouTube video, but that's about it. And to be honest, I didn't think it was much of an issue. I never really experienced too much issue with SBMM, but while recording stuff for this video and, streaming a little bit recently, I think I've figured out why there's so much complaining. I'm going to look at it from Wessy's point of view, as I've seen a lot of his tweets, and a lot of them have been on to the reasons we shouldn't have SBMM. This goes from both Modern Warfare, Warzone, and Cold War, as this is where it's really started to hit social media. Now, why would a content creator like to show all the games he's been losing? That's the real question, and that's where I think this really stems from. There's nothing else really to say about it. They just want to make good content. Personally, I think it's a good thing for the average gamer. There are a few things at play here that I think change what makes the SBMM put you into a lobby, and these are... I just want to say for context, I haven't worked with Treyarch, know someone who has, or affiliated with them in any way, so these are just guesses. The game you just played, who you played with, how you played, what you were using, and were you playing with anybody? I think these are the main parameters it looks at when you play the game. Every time it puts you into a new one, it will change these and mix you with other players who are slightly better, slightly worse, and are the same sort of rank. This means it will put you into lobbies where you'll be getting kills, getting killed, and having good firefights with other players. If the game sees you've been losing or lost by a lot, then it will match you with people who are worse, so then it will keep you into the game. And the same can be said for when you're doing good. It will mix you with people who are better to give you a more fair fight, and you'll be learning from those, so then you can get higher and higher on the skill tree. In terms, I think it helps with leveling up and making players better, in my opinion. This is why I think it's annoying for content creators, as you're going to go and have bad games, maybe 3 or 4 in a row. That's not good for content, and it definitely uses up a lot of storage. As mentioned, who would want to watch a video where you're losing in all your videos, especially when it's Warzone. For this reason, I haven't really cared about the sort of gameplay I put in the background. I don't really mind. This is just a video on my opinions and what I think Treyarch should really do. And talking about that, let's get into that. So going into it, I think Treyarch and Activision really should not change anything about SBMM. Apparently it's been in the game since Black Ops 2. A lot of people have spoke about this, tried to see if it is true or not, and I don't really mind. As mentioned, it's good for the core gameplay and for the average player, but again, I can understand why it's annoying for content creators. So for this reason, what I think Treyarch and Activision should do is have an option hidden away somewhere, or not even hidden away, but just in the options where you can turn off SBMM and just do normal matchmaking. This would let you basically just join any game with anybody, that no matter what sort of rank you are, no matter where the game thinks you are in the skill-based matchmaking, it will just put you with anybody regardless. I think this will be better because then people are going to just get random games potentially where they do better, and you could be doing more games where you're doing better, which would be perfect for content creators like Westy, like Jack Frags, and like Tactical Brit. In general, I think this is a great idea for Treyarch to do. It means that it's not going to affect the average gamer unless they really want to go and change it, and people like Westy, like Tactical Brit, like myself, can have a better time making content, streaming the game, and all the such. If we can share this around and see if we can get an opinion, that would be great. I want to hear what you guys say and what you think, so do put those in the comment. Anyway, I'm going to be grinding the game on Twitch, so links to that are in the description, and let's get this video shared as mentioned. Let's see what we get, let's see everybody's opinions, and let's make this change happen. I want someone from Treyarch to be able to hear this and get that change happening. As always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and I'll see you in the next game. Ta-ra.
Oh, dear. No, don't get in the kiln.